In this video, I'm going to be making Reese's Peanut Butter Chocolate Gooey Bars. This is from the domesticrebel.com. I will put a link right below this video so that you can print out this recipe if you are interested. You need 1 box of chocolate fudge cake mix. So I chose the Betty Crocker triple chocolate fudge cake mix. You need 1 cup or 2 sticks of butter, divided and melted. So I have 1 stick melted in here and 1 stick of butter melted in here. You need 4 eggs, but you're going to divide those out. So you need 3 in one bowl and 1 in another bowl. You need 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese, and it needs to be softened. You need 3/4 cup. This says Reese's Peanut Butter Chocolate Spread. They used to make a Reese's Peanut Butter Chocolate Spread. They don't make it anymore. So you can only get the creamy peanut butter. If you've never bought this before, it does not taste like the inside of a Reese's cup. It doesn't. It just tastes like peanut butter. So, but that's what you need to get. You need 3/4 cup of that. You need an 8-ounce package of Reese's Minis. This is not an 8-ounce package, but it's close. It's 7.6 ounces, so we're going to be using that whole bag. And then you need a 16-ounce box of powdered sugar. And mine actually came in a 2-pound bag, and I just weighed out 1 pound of the powdered sugar. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you want to line a 9 by 13 inch pan with foil. And then if you use foil, you want to use cooking spray. I do not use any of that. I use parchment paper. So if you use parchment paper, you do not have to use cooking spray. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to combine the cake mix, 1 stick of butter, and 1 egg in our mixing bowl. We want to take that mixture and spread it into the bottom of the pan and press it into the bottom until it is a nice even layer. So we're going back to our mixing bowl. Just wipe it out with a paper towel. And now you're going to combine your cream cheese and your peanut butter spread, and you're going to let this combine for about 1 minute. Add the eggs one at a time, and once the eggs are all incorporated, we're going to add our other stick of melted butter. I have taken my bowl off of the stand because they want you to combine all the powdered sugar at one time. Normally I would add the powdered sugar a little bit at a time, but they want you to add it all at one time, and I do not want it to puff up. I want to give myself plenty of space to work here, and so I'm gonna pour it in there just like you see, and I'm gonna give it a couple of stirs and then put it in there so that hopefully it won't puff up as bad. But I'm going to turn it on really low and then mix it together. We're going to take our entire bag of Reese's Minis and put those over the top. spread that mixture that we just had, spread it over the top. Make sure if you're using some kind of clips or clothespins, whatever you want to use to hold the parchment paper in place, make sure you remove those before you put this in the oven, because that would be bad. But we are going to put this entire pan into the oven. It's going to be heavy, so beware. But we're going to put this in the oven for 35 to 40 minutes. I'm going to put it in there for 35, and then I'll check it. And it says put it in for 35-40 minutes until the center is just about set and only slightly jiggles. It's okay if it jiggles a little bit. Do not overbake. So we don't want to overbake. So I'm going to check this at 35 minutes, and but I'll let you know the entire how much time mine actually took to bake. I left this in the entire 40 minutes. The directions said from 35 to 40. At 35 minutes, it was still really runny. So I left it in for 5 additional minutes, and it is jiggly. So when I move the pan, this does move. And so that's okay though. That's what they said it's supposed to be like. You want to leave it laying out until it cools completely. So in this glass pan, that'll probably take it an hour and a half to cool completely. But then you want to put it in the refrigerator for 2 hours or until chilled before cutting into squares. So I'm gonna let it cool here, put it in the refrigerator, and then we'll come back at the end of probably 3.5 or 4 hours. It says you're supposed to get 15 servings, but as usual, per my usual, I'm going to just cut it the way I would normally cut it. And we'll just see how many we end up with. So this is what it looks like on the inside. You can see the top part is ooey gooey, and then the bottom part is that cake-like. So the recipe says, these Reese's peanut butter chocolate gooey bars are perfect for any chocolate peanut butter lover. That would be us. Rich, gooey, chewy, and loaded with peanut butter flavor, they're the ultimate. Prep time 10 minutes, cook time 40 minutes, total time 50 minutes. That's true, total time to make it probably, but that's not the total time, because the total time is hours, because you have to let them cool down completely once they come out of the oven, and that's going to take an hour. And then that you have to put them in the refrigerator for 2 hours. So
I guess the total working time.
Total working time, yeah, that's what I'm assuming. So it says you can dust the tops with powdered sugar if you want, just to make it pretty. And it says store the leftovers in the fridge. I do have to say they do need to update the recipe though. And you'll notice that on websites. They'll have the initial recipe and then it'll say updated on this date. That's a good thing when they do that, because just like this Reese's peanut butter chocolate spread, they don't make it anymore. So you can only find Reese's peanut butter. So it's like when you find this recipe, you're like, well, what am I supposed to use? I just use peanut butter. So we'll see if it works. So
it smells really good.
Kevin's going for the fork method. Because these are bars, I'm going for the pick it up method.
I like that peanut butter.
I do too. A lot.
That bottom texture, you said it's a cake?
Mm-hmm.
It almost looks like it almost feels like a brownie almost.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little softer than a brownie, but
I got a piece right in here of one of the Reese's miniature cups. Yeah, you pour those. There are probably more if I were to get a piece out of the middle.
right.
But I did try to get them on the, yeah, it looks like you've got one maybe right there. I'm not sure. No. Yeah, you have one right here. Look. Okay. Yeah.
It's good. I love the peanut butter flavor. And it goes really well with that chocolate. It's very sweet. Mm-hmm. It's very sweet, but it's not like overly sickly sweet.
Mm-mm. No, the peanut butter flavor reminds you of like an old-fashioned peanut butter cookie. Mm-hmm. That's what it tastes like. And you do get some of the chocolate from the chocolate base, but that's not the main flavor. The main flavor, I think, is the peanut butter.
Oh, yeah.
But it's very sweet, but it's not overly sweet.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not sickly sweet. I'm actually glad they didn't have the peanut butter chocolate. Mm-hmm. I would much rather have the chocolate on the bottom and then the peanut butter on top. It looks better. It's two layers of two different colors. If you were to do on the top layer had the chocolate peanut butter, it would have just all been brown. It would have been.
It's all gonna be it's all gonna be chocolate
colored. Mm-hmm. But I like it that it's tan and brown or black. Or
what did you think of the edge?
Oh, it wasn't bad at all. It's kind of reminds you of a brownie edge. It's a little firmer. It's not hard or anything.
It's very soft. It's not crisp. They told you to make sure you don't overbake because I was scared about that. Well, it did not. I baked it for the full 40 minutes. It didn't get crispy. It didn't get hard.
Yeah, but it's well done. I mean, the center is not well done, but it's cooked well. Mm-hmm. It's nothing runny or gooey or anything like that, except the top layer is kind of soft, but it's supposed to be.
I'll tell you what else you could do if you wanted to just make it prettier. When you put your batter, your peanut butter over the top, you could buy Reese's Pieces.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that too.
And sprinkle Reese's because that's just going to be more peanut butter.
Yeah, and just be colorful.
Yeah, and it would add some color to it. You absolutely, honestly, I'm surprised they didn't have you do that on these. Mm-hmm. You could do that, or if you wanted to buy 2 bags of the miniatures, you could put even more of those miniatures over the top.
Because it would look better with the pieces, though.
I think it would too. Because Reese's Pieces are yellow and orange and brown, and that would just add a more like a Halloween or even Thanksgiving, those fall colors. Yeah, fall colors. So not necessarily Halloween, but just fall. But I think these are very delicious.
Yes, they're very, very good. They're very good peanut butter. If you like peanut butter, they're really good.
Yeah. So I will have that link for you below, right below this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.